Well, hello, everyone. It is Linda Talaferro, and it is that time of the week. Being Brown at Work live. Yes, it is. Favorite time of the week. I know, say it all the time because it's true. I so enjoy coming and sharing these nuggets, this bit of information, sharing my network, my guests, and all their knowledge with you. And in this episode, it's another time when I'm going to address some of the feedback that I've gotten. I told you before that I sent out a poll and asked, "Hey, what did you want to learn more about? What did you want to better understand?" And I'm going to discuss another one of those topics tonight, and that is workplace politics. Now, out the gate, as soon as I say that, I know your immediate thought is exactly the thought I had the majority of my early career. Your immediate thought is, okay, I'm not going to listen to this because I'm not interested in politics. I'm not interested in that side of the workplace, not going to get involved in it. I'm just going to do me and keep it moving. That is exactly what I thought in my early career. And I will tell you, it did not bode me well. It did not bode me well because I had the wrong understanding. I would say the wrong total understanding of it, which is why I think this is a great topic. And I'm glad you asked for me to talk about it because it's so important for your mindset to shift, for you to have a complete understanding of it, not what is always talked about. And so, what is always talked about is negativity, that it's full of backstabbing and, people just stepping on top of people to get wherever they want to get in their careers or at that particular company or on that particular team. And that does exist. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't. But that is not that is not truly what it fully is all about. Every organization, I don't care where you are, every organization has a system by way things get done. There's a system associated with it. That is the workplace politics. It's truly how things get done. It's how people move the needles. It's how initiatives are raised from maybe being not paid attention to at all to an initiative that gets top priority. It's how you get your ideas funneled or even financially supported. It is how you get things done. That is what workplace politics is. It's the system of power. It's the system of uh, using your social capital and engaging. It's totally exactly what workplace politics is. It's the negative side that people tend to pay more attention to is those individuals that choose to get things done in the worst possible fashion. And that's a choice. That's an absolute choice because it's not necessary to be successful in your career. It is not necessary to put that negative, evil spin to it, to take that approach. But I will tell you what is absolutely necessary is that you don't do what I did early in my career and decide I'm not going to be part of that at all. That can be detrimental. That can have a definite negative impact to your career. To totally check out, to totally decide, I'm ignoring how things get done. I'm just, as I said earlier, just going to do me and that's it. That is the worst decision you can make. So that's why I wanted to spend time to make sure you recalibrate yourself around what it is. So, again, workplace politics is that system within your corporation, within your company, and it even boils down to or kind of runs down to within the team you're on, how things get done. within your parameters, your team, your company? Do they get done by collaboration? Is there committee? Is there just a hierarchy of systems and processes that you have to go through to get approval? How do things get done? Now you have a holistic, complete view so that you can understand fully what it is, not how people execute it, which is what most people make the definition solely about, is how people tend to execute it. It's not that. It is the system by way things get done. The social network within the organization, because there's people, right? There's people that are running these companies. So it's the social network within the organization, how authority is distributed, how power is distributed, how decisions get made. It's the how, it's that system of things. And if you decide that, yes, I hear you, Linda, and I too now am no longer going to ignore it because I hear you and I'm with you, and please don't make the mistake I made. You're no longer going to ignore it. You are now going to be part of it and allow it to work for you and your career. And this is how you do it. I mean, it's really not rocket science, because if you are a person that leads positively, if you approach things in a collaborative manner, if you're fundamentally a good person that has an open approach, that you show yourself friendly, that you can even have disagreements and do them in a constructive manner, in a professional manner. If you can then build relationships, see, you guys know just about everything I share with you has that relationship tone. So if you build relationships, you use your social capital. That's part of the workplace politics. That's part of getting things done. Because you've heard me say, no man is an island. And I'm telling you that is absolutely true within your career. So if you do things in that manner, and if you don't necessarily, I won't say necessarily that you absolutely can take feedback, because feedback is powerful, and you do it in a constructive manner. When things are chaotic, if your executive presence, your gravitas could rise so that you keep your cool and your grace when things are chaotic, and you can steer the conversation in the room and people in the room back down the path. And if you're a manager and you make decisions on hiring people, and you do it with an inclusive manner, all these different things, all these hows that I'm talking to you about, is your way of creating and leveraging workplace politics and getting things done, and leveraging it such that your career benefits from it, because you've established that network. You are a mentor and have and act as a mentee and take that advice. You work collaboratively with someone else. They meet their goals, you meet yours. You lead a team successfully to an end goal through inspiration, motivation, holding people accountable. Sure. You can do that. You don't have to do that in a negative fashion. You don't have to do it in a disrespectful fashion, and still get things done. It's about respect. I think that's really what it boils down to, is operating from a position of respect and treating others as you would want to be treated. That doing those things and everything that I mentioned, the hows that I just mentioned to you, I know as you hear them, you're thinking, wait a minute, it's nothing difficult about that. True. What the challenge is if you're in that negative environment, right? And not allowing yourself to get sucked into that, but truly staying true to yourself, true to those positive things, true to how you want to show up above and beyond and in spite of those individuals that chose the negative how, that negative path. You can definitely successfully manage workplace politics, or as I like to say, take the word politics out because it tends to get sensationalized. workplace systems, how things get done. You can manage those successfully, engage fully in the process, meaning being seen, known, heard, have a voice that's respected and therefore sought after. And what does that translate to? You meeting your career goals and objectives, you being chosen to lead different initiatives, you hitting those targets for yourself. That's what that translates to. But I implore you to really think about and seriously consider what I said when I opened this up. Do not make the mistake I made. Don't check out of it. Don't put it aside. Don't say that, hey, I don't need that in my career journey, because you can't get around it. And to completely ignore how things get done will be detrimental to your career. So don't create your own landmine. Decide, hey, I know that's what workplace politics is about now, and I know my how. I know how I'm going to use it. I know how I'm going to engage in it. And I know how it's going to be yet another positive tool in my toolkit, in my skill set that's going to benefit my career long term. There. So I love it when we take negatives, turn them positive. That's what I'm all about with Being Brown at Work Live, helping you shift your mindset so that you can get to whatever position, whatever opportunity, whatever that next goal is for you in your career. See you next